dude. What's up, dudes? In this video, I ran customs for 10 hours with a route aimed to loot the caches. For my inventory setup, I chose to rock the SSH helmet for a chance to deflect bullets, and Paka armor for some cheap protection against some scav rounds. For the tactical rig, I chose the Triton because it's 20k and has a decent amount of inventory space. A tri-zip for the backpack again because of the space it gives you, and it's about 40 to 45k. The weapon I chose was the PP91 Keter with two 30-round magazines filled with RG028 rounds, an IFAK and painkillers in the pocket, and an ALU splint in the gamma container. For my stash setup, so I'll be able to cram all of the loot that I get from these 10 hours into my stash all at one time, I've got 2 empty items cases, 2 empty scav boxes, 3 empty weapons cases, 2 empty ammo boxes, an empty mag box, an empty grenade box, and an empty med box. For the routes I took, if I spawned on custom side, I would take APC or South Bridge across the river, hitting up those 2 caches next to gate 1 and 2. Cross the road next to corner shop, make your way through the shrubs and trees next to bus stop and bus terminal to loot those 4 or 5 right there. Move on to gas station, get the one on the outskirts of gas station next to the fence. Move up to the power station or power line, by passage between rock, snag those few right there, move to military base CP, and then to scav checkpoint, to factory far corner, and then to extract. If I got a spawn on warehouse side or repair shop side, I would run straight to factory far corner and do the entire thing in reverse. During the making of this entire video, I was surprised at some of the loot I found inside some of these caches, ranging between filters, pressure gauges, thermometers, even a lion, guns, and a lot of barter items that'll stack up in your stash and be worth quite a decent amount of money in the end. There was also quite a bit of different types of ammo, so knowing your good ammos and what sells for a lot is pretty important here. The average length of each successful raid was about 15 minutes, where some raids took longer than others due to waiting out combat and when I felt safe to continue running the route. The first 3 or 4 raids I didn't come across much action at all, which is good because I'm trying to be a rat and avoid all combat if possible. But when I did find players and had to fight, I usually died because of the fact that I didn't have much range on me due to choosing the Keter. So after dying about 4 times in a row, I decided it was best if I chose a more expensive weapon with better ammo, the AK-74M. Buying the full gun off the flea market usually comes with everything you need except the Cobra EKP sight and the recoil pad, making the gun cost around 35k rubles. Ammo of choice was 5.45 X39 BT rounds, filling 2 30-round magazines, making the overall total cost for the weapon about 55k. At about 6 hours in, I nearly filled up my second junk box, filled both of my items cases with mainly food and drinks, and also filled my ammo boxes. So I decided to buy a third junk box for about 1.4 mil rubles, a food case for around 400k, and an ammo box for 120k rubles. All 3 cases added up to be 1,932,000 rubles. Subtracting that from the starting cash of 5,913,075 rubles, this would leave me with a starting cash of 3,981,075 rubles. Buying supplies as I needed them costed me 2,865,616 rubles. One thing I need to add is I pre-bought roughly 400k in grizzlies, IFAKs, and painkillers, making the total supply cost 3,265,816 rubles. After selling all the loot I've acquired over the 10 hours, I ended with 10,927,313 rubles. Subtract the amount of rubles I had before I started selling, and subtracting the supply cost, this would leave me with a profit of 6,546,238 rubles. Breaking that number down into how much I made per hour, I spent 10 hours gathering all the loot and 2 hours selling it, leaving me with a profit per hour of 545,519 rubles. My survival rating between the raids I did on the 10 hours was just under 50%. As far as my experience, at the beginning of the 10 hours I had 615,547 and ended at 666,294 experience. I hope you've enjoyed. I stream these experiments of mine on twitch.tv/OGChristoff, link in the description. Also, leave a comment on what my videos can improve on or loot experiment ideas that you may have. Thanks for watching.